kickoff.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets out.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. He's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
now Gore. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's good.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up.
Let's run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10. They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Flushed out right. Going for it all. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 18.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He sets up the screen to Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 32. First down, San Francisco.
Into the red zone. Wentz dancing to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Rams' 4-yard line.
They try again with Hyde. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. From the gun, it's Wentz. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian Kirk there to make the grab. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Rams nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now on second down, this is goal. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Xavier Woods on the tackle.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Niners 7, Rams nothing.
Wilson. They go with the screen to Gore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Wilson. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Oh, bad Seattle memories on that sequence Russell Wilson intercepted again by Malcolm Butler.
And let's face it, when we went into this game, were we not wondering, could that happen again? Would we have to talk about this? Would Malcolm Butler be able to pull it off? And he did.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this is caught at the end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Hurt on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. Wilson's a gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Niners' 48-yard line.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. Throwing again here, Wilson. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson is throw at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. He'll air this one out for Kirk. That's going to be caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game at 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discourages.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. They'll run with Lindsay. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
To second and goal. At the Rams' 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
He was taken down.
Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Third down.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flushed out right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the ball.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong position.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Able to 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive. Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out and go, totally won't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. Got the connection here to Moore. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed him perfectly and knocked it free.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
playmakers.
Dante Hightower on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Wilson.
24-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Kendrick Bourne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Niners 27, Rams 21.
And the 49er hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now a carry for Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
The Rams 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Lindsey, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the 1st of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this to make it a 2-score game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He's got Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Foul. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. That's now 3 turnovers in the second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe trite, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
First down, a run with Hyde. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
A gain of 12.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Niners, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Rams, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.